how good is Kaprizov in your eyes? You've been watching hockey for a long time, Tim, longer than me. How good is this player, like, historically?
He's one of those players, honestly, that like I didn't appreciate the hype. Like I can remember, honestly.
Wild fans did.
I can remember
they were counting down the months.
Yeah,
the
almost
weeks.
2 years ago, I remember talking with you about it. And he comes out of nowhere, and he's played for how long? Basically a matter of days, it almost seems, and all of a sudden he's handed this massive deal, right? And I can remember kind of just being like, holy shit.
Who the fuck is that guy?
That fucking sure escalated quickly, right? And I didn't really know a whole heck of a lot about him, but in watching him, and you could see that, like, he sure has a nose for the net, and he sure can shoot that puck. And it seems like there isn't a single spot that he isn't dangerous from.
Yeah.
And yeah, he really is one of the league's best players. He's a game changer. Every time he is out on the ice, he has the opportunity of changing the game.
Imagine, and I know he's played very good with Zuccarello. Where do you think his ceiling is if he played with a top center? Like, we're talking about like a 70 to 90 point center, and another winger who's in that 60 to 70 point range, Tim. Because right now he has never played with a top center in the National Hockey League. He's never played with a top center, and he's had, and bless his soul, I love him, but like, he's had Zuccarello, which he has chemistry with, and Zuccarello's like, ceiling 60, 70 point player in his own right. I love it, but like, he's getting longer in the tooth. Like, where do you think Kaprizov's ceiling is with players at his level? Or do you think it doesn't matter because he's that good?
I think that if he had the proper supporting cast, once you factor in his age and sliding into his prime years here.
He's 27.
I would say that we could expect him to possibly, produce similar to certain guys, like Matt Tkachuk, right? Like, I could see Kaprizov putting 105 point to 110 point, or maybe a little bit more. Right. Maybe even more. You could see him, elevate to the Kucherov kind of level there, and maybe get around 120 or so points in a season. Like I said, every time he's out there, he does something, and he's dangerous anywhere that he is out there. I've seen him just turn like nothing into a completely deadly scoring opportunity. And not a lot of players bring that zestiness, that pure instinct, if it is, to score the way
is he the best players to play in the Twin Cities since Modano?
Well, I mean, I would say we still need to see a couple of more good seasons coming from him here, right? But I think that we could see him get up to possibly that level for, a couple of seasons with the right supporting cast.
I think he was one of the fastest players to 200 points in history, which is pretty crazy. 234 points in 200 games, dude.
That's wild.
Wild.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not comparing him to Mike. I'm just saying, like, as far as Minnesota fans in this state seeing live hockey in the National Hockey League, we're going back North Stars and Wild. I can't think historically, and again, that's what I'm saying. Like, you've been following hockey a little bit longer than me. Like, I do not think there's been a player that good. Now, Gaborik was good. I don't think Gaborik is or was ever as good as what Kaprizov is.
I don't remember too much hype the way there's hype over Kaprizov.
Yeah.
From Gaborik, but I would say like we need it to pan out a little bit more here. Obviously there's a little bit of, tweaks that I'm sure that the Minnesota organization would like to do.